In a statement Thursday, Rear Admiral John Umaga of the Coast Guard's 1st District announced that the Titanic submarine, which was carrying 5 people, likely imploded in North Atlantic waters near the wreck. The catastrophic loss of the pressure chamber caused the deaths of all on board. The debris found supports this theory, leaving no survivors. On Sunday, the Titan submersible disappeared without any contact with its mothership on the surface for about 8 hours. The submersible had a 96-hour supply of oxygen, which meant that by Thursday morning, the supply would have run out. It is not clear if the implosion of the submersible occurred on the same Sunday or perhaps later. In search of the Titan, several countries have participated, including France, Canada, and the United States. Approximately 1,500 feet away from the Titanic, Coast Guard officials discovered the ship's debris field. The catastrophe that occurred in the pressure chamber, that is, in the occupant's compartment, is reflected in the scattered debris, according to Rear Admiral John Umaga of the 1st District of the Coast Guard. Our deepest condolences to the families and friends of the crew members. Meanwhile, OceanGate, the company behind the Titan submersible, issued a statement on Thursday expressing its belief that all 5 passengers on board were dead. On Thursday, OceanGate issued a statement announcing its belief that Stockton Rush CEO Shahzada Dawood, her son Suleiman Dawood, Hamish Harding and Paul-Henri Nargeolet have all reportedly lost their lives. Our deepest condolences to the families of these 5 individuals during this heartbreaking time. We mourn the loss of these 5 lives and acknowledge the happiness they brought to those around them, their family and friends, the statement read. Efforts to recover the submersible and the remains of the deceased men continue, causing extreme sadness and exhaustion among our dedicated rescue workforce. Despite this, the OceanGate family is extremely appreciative of the joint efforts of the international community to provide a wealth of resources to aid the mission. Countless organizations provided vital assistance, and we now mourn the loss of 5 people who perished during the catastrophic implosion aboard the small submersible. Using advanced technology, the U.S. Coast Guard will persistently comb the seabed surrounding the Titanic wreck in the hope of uncovering additional information about the submersible's fate. The search will use ROVs, which are remotely operated underwater vehicles designed to precisely survey the ocean floor. The seabed can be an unforgiving place, Rear Admiral John Umaga of the Coast Guard's 1st District warned Thursday. That same Thursday, a submarine discovered a debris field near the Titanic during a search for the missing submersible. The Coast Guard tweeted about the discovery but offered no further information, leaving us wondering if the wreckage is connected to the Titan, which had been on a mission to explore the Titanic wreckage. It is critical to note that on Thursday, the search passed the 96-hour mark in which breathable air could have been depleted. When Titan plunged toward the bottom of the North Atlantic on Sunday morning, experts initially estimated that she had a 4-day supply of air. However, this estimate was imprecise from the start, and passengers could potentially extend this period by implementing measures to preserve the air supply. The survival of the occupants remained a mystery following the disappearance of the submarine, and rescue efforts used a variety of equipment, including boats and aircraft. Until Thursday, a deep-diving robot sent by a Canadian ship had successfully reached the bottom of the ocean, while a robot from a French research institute, complete with a camera, light, and robotic arm, joined the operation. Search. Twice the size of Connecticut and located in waters 2.5 miles deep, the search's coverage area has expanded to encompass thousands more miles. Authorities were optimistic that sounds obtained by a Canadian plane would help them narrow their search. According to Coast Guard officials, they had detected underwater noise at the designated search site both on Tuesday and Wednesday, but by Thursday, the discovery of the Titan's debris resulted in the undeniable conclusion that the tourists on the Titanic would have died victims of the implosion of the section.